The Miami coastline is in chaos. Massive whales, sharks, and deep-sea creatures are washing ashore, their bloated bodies lifeless. The air is thick with decay, a stench so strong it burns the throat. Ethan, Sophia, Ryan, Jake, and Lucas stand frozen, watching the horror unfold. Sophia whispers, "This isn't normal." Inside NASA's control room, scientists hunch over their monitors. On the screen, satellite footage of the Pacific Ocean. A massive, moving object, larger than an island, cuts through the deep, heading straight for Miami. Dr. Henry Lawson, the lead oceanographer, grips the table. His face turns pale. "Dr. Lawson, my God. It's alive." Satellite footage reveals thousands of sea creatures fleeing ahead of the massive shape. Whales, dolphins, sharks, all running. Then, the water behind them turns black. One by one, the creatures disappear. Dr. Lawson watches in horror. "Dr. Lawson, softly, it's feeding." The news explodes worldwide. Unidentified sea mass heading for Florida. Is Miami facing an underwater catastrophe? Governments issue warnings, urging people to evacuate. People panic, but no one understands what's truly coming. Not yet. A US Navy submarine is sent to investigate. As it nears the massive figure, the sonar fails. Inside, the crew listens in terror as a low, droning sound fills the water. Then, impact. A final transmission is heard before the signal cuts out forever. It's looking at us. The storm clouds roll in, swirling above the ocean. The waves are restless, rising unnaturally high. Ethan and his friends stand on the dock, staring into the abyss. Lucas clenches his fists. "Lucas, we should have never gone down there." Ethan says nothing, because he agrees. At exactly midnight, the ocean erupts. From the depths, something rises. A form so massive, so impossible, it blocks out the moon. The creature lifts its head. Its eyes, the size of stadiums, open. They are not animal eyes. They are ancient, aware, intelligent. Leviathan has awakened. The US military fleet waits offshore, ready to strike. Fire. Missiles launch, lighting up the night sky. They strike Leviathan's body, but do nothing. The creature does not bleed. It does not stop. Then, it responds. Leviathan swings one massive appendage. The ocean collapses inward. A shockwave erupts, sending a tidal wave barreling toward Miami. Buildings collapse. People scream as the city begins to sink. The military vanishes beneath the water. Ethan and his friends run, dodging falling debris. Lucas slips, hitting the pavement hard. Sophia grabs his arm, pulling him up. Lucas looks at the rising water, eyes wide. Lucas, panicked, it's over. Ethan grits his teeth. Ethan, not yet. The group reaches the top of a skyscraper, watching as Miami floods below. The streets are rivers, filled with floating cars, bodies, and debris. Leviathan looms over the city. Sophia's breath hitches. "Sophia, it's looking at us." Leviathan lifts its head. Then, it roars. A sound so powerful, it shatters windows, ruptures eardrums. People collapse, screaming, clutching their heads. The creature is not just attacking. It is declaring its return. At NASA, the last satellite image flickers. Dr. Lawson watches the destruction unfold, his body trembling. The assistant turns to him, terrified. "Assistant, what is this thing?" Dr. Lawson's voice is barely a whisper. "Dr. Lawson, the God." The screen goes black. The floodwaters rise rapidly, swallowing skyscrapers whole. Ethan and his friends cling to each other, watching as entire streets disappear. Lucas whispers under his breath. Lucas, we're watching the world end. Leviathan begins to sink. Its glowing veins pulse, releasing a final wave of energy. The sea glows, swallowing the last remnants of Miami. Then it vanishes. Morning arrives. The storm has passed. The ocean is still once more. But Miami is gone. Nothing remains but water. Ethan, Sophia, Ryan, Jake, and Lucas float on a makeshift raft, surrounded by endless ocean. They are the only ones left. Sophia grips Ethan's hand, tears streaming down her face. Sophia, it took everything. Ethan stares at the horizon. The ocean is calm. Watching. Waiting. News reports scramble to explain. The world is in shock. People demand answers. But there are none. Miami is erased from existence. Inside a government facility, scientists analyze what little data remains. A single question haunts them all. If it was sleeping, what else is down there? No one has an answer. And that terrifies them. In the abyss, Leviathan sinks deeper. Its eyes remain open, glowing softly. It has fed. It remembers. And it will wake again. The sea is calm, but its secrets are not forgotten. The survivors float in silence, watching the sky. Sophia finally speaks. Sophia, this isn't over. Far across the world, in the Mariana Trench, something moves. Another shadow shifts. Another eye opens. Something else is waking. The ocean belongs to them. It always has. And humanity is powerless to stop what comes next. The end.